Welcome to Lightning Ministries Daily Devotional. Today's topic, faith that is planted. We're reading from James chapter 1 verses 22 to 25 where it says as a header, hearing and doing the word. Now in verse 22 it says, but prove yourselves doers of the word and not just hearers who deceive themselves. This verse teaches you and I the importance of intentionally in our own journey of faith. As Christians, you and I are offered an abundance of information such as podcasts, books, sermons, and conferences to go to help you and I grow in our faith. Yet, it is in the doing. In other words, in our intentional response that our faith truly comes to life. Just as we might deliberately plant or nurture a seed to bear fruit, our faith requires purposeful action. It's just like anything that you do. If you want to get good at it, or better I should say, you practice, practice, practice. Now, hearing the word is the beginning, because when you hear the word, it gets inside of you. But living it out in the practice of our Christian faith or walk makes it us knowingly apply God's truth to our lives. Now, you and I can become a vessel of not only His love and grace, but for those around us to be an example. Now, this involves asking ourselves how you and I can embody God's Word through our actions. Now, after all, it's through demonstrations of thoughtfulness, love, and forgiveness that we can bear witness of our faith. Now, so you and I go about our day. Consider ways to purposefully live out your faith. Small acts of kindness, words of encouragement, and living out your faith in even better things through moments of prayer, but have a profound impact on your lives, not only to yourself, because you hear yourself, or you're thinking about what you hear yourself, but you're also expressing those things around you. Let me give you an example. Went to a restaurant, sat down, having dinner with my lovely wife, and during that time, we had asked the waitress how we could pray for her after she was done. And when she came back, she expressed that she wanted to get rid of migraines that she was having. We prayed for her as we normally would do and asked God to relieve her of the things that were causing them. But what we didn't realize is there was another patriot there listening to us pray. And that person deliberately waited outside the store for us to come out and ask us if we could pray for them because of what she heard, or should I say what they heard. Now, I realize that this doesn't always happen, but it's interesting how we are an example of doing what God has called us to do and how it can not only impact our lives, but impact those around us. You know, the more things like this that become our goal in life, the more you and I will experience intimacy in our relationship with God and also His children in His family. Don't ever take anything for granted. Faith is planted. I think I've heard the term bloom where you're planted. In this case, bloom your faith where you're planted. Believe all things are possible, and that, as the sign says behind me, you can move mountains. Hey, thanks for listening today. I hope in some way, and more than none, I've encouraged you to seek out God's Word, build that relationship, and have a blessed day.